add a little bit. Oops, 1 second here. I get some feedback. I wanted to add a little bit to my last video here about the peculiar case of bees in Notre Dame and how this is a very occultic type of symbol here. Right after I had done this video, some of my subscribers sent me some really awesome stuff, and one of them just blew me away, and I think it's going to blow you guys away as well. So if you haven't already seen this video that I put out yesterday, I talk about how there was all these mainstream media outlets, whether it's on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, as well as all the local channels, as well as all the internet stations. I mean, heck, if we just look up bees of Notre Dame, just as a Google search, you'll see just tons and tons and tons of articles promoting the fact that how in the world did the bees survive, and it's amazing that there's so many bees, 180,000, 200,000, whatever, just filling up, becoming absolutely and ridiculously viral. And I relate that to how, this is really an occultic symbol. It's just talking about the hive mind. So go ahead and watch that video if you haven't already. But check this out. So this is another photograph that's starting to circulate through the internet. Behold your mother, hashtag Notre Dame. And check out what's on the firefighter's sleeve. None other than a honeybee. Now, what's even more interesting than this is that I went on Twitter and was looking up all the hashtags of Notre Dame and firefighters and all that, just trying to see if all the firefighters had honeybees on their sleeves. Maybe this was just the manufacturer of the firefighters' outfits, because you can see there's a honeybee here, and you can see just the tail end of a honeybee on this sleeve as well. And so I found some photographs on Twitter, and these are all the firefighters, huddling together after Notre Dame, taking some PR photographs. And check that out. There's no honeybees on any of their sleeves. Here they are inside their fire engine. And again, no honeybees. And this one, not a good view there, but still no honeybees. I actually noticed too that the people actually fighting the fires wore either red or these black firefighting outfits. Again, no honeybees on the sleeve, but for this staged photograph saying, "Behold our mother," it's one of the black suits. It's a little bit grayish, but again, you have an embroidered bee and just perfectly positioned around the queen bee, right, Mary. And so, yeah, I'm just astonished at this one. I mean, a lot of people can look at my prior video and say, maybe that was just sort of a neat story that they were wanting to cover, and maybe it's just coincidence that, they were making this viral story about honeybees go across the internet, but then you got stuff like this. Some other people made some comments that I thought was interesting as well, saying that you recently had the French riots where they were called the Yellow Jackets or the Yellow Vests. Again, another term that can be representative of bees. Now these yellow jackets that all the people had and that used in these riots, I guess it's maybe French law that they have to have a yellow vest in their car as part of safety. So it's sort of similar to how we have insurance and we're required to have it. I guess they are required to have yellow vests, and that's why a lot of the public had these vests. And it sort of, makes sense, pretty intuitive to call them the Yellow Vest movement. It's not really anything peculiar there, but I find it interesting, right, that just the Yellow Vest movement and how it sort of represents yellow jackets and bees, and then all this stuff coming out on the bees surviving on top of Notre Dame, and then you get this incredible picture here where they're actually embroidered on the sleeves of the firefighters. Just absolutely nuts.